So in this tutorial, we're going to learn how to tint and shade a color using white and black and to make a full value range. This is a really great exercise if you want to get very good at mixing color. So value is an element of art that refers to how light or dark a color is. Now, if you look at the example on the left, this painting has a very small value range. So that means that the lightest light is a light gray and the darkest dark is a dark gray. Whereas on the image on the right, it has a full value range, meaning the lightest light is white and the darkest dark is black. So the painting on the right has a lot more contrast and is usually more visually appealing. In this value tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take a single color and make a full value range. Now, in this demo, I'm using gouache, but this can work with any type of paint. So far I've already completed the color wheel and also a saturation scale. So next up, we are going to create a value scale. At the very, very bright end of your value scale, it's just going to be white. And then as you get towards the middle, right? Think about where your color is on your value scale. So red is pretty much here on the value scale. So I would say it's maybe a little bit darker than middle gray. So your pure red would probably be about here. So with that in mind, I'm gonna start to tint this value scale with our red. Here you can just add like white directly onto your brush as you're mixing. So removing the paint and then adding straight white and then kind of blending it in. So I have a nice fade that I like now, but just like when you do a value scale, you start with your lightest light, then your darkest dark, and then the middle. So I don't really know where I'm blending to, right? So I have to put in my red before I start to blend if I want the blend to be even. So I'm just going to clean my brush. So now I'm going to take the pure red and I'm going to put it over here. So now I want to blend the pure red into that white, right? So it's like a nice and even amount of steps. And it's also like sometimes your brush collects water when you wash it, and sometimes like that water will just kind of come out unexpectedly and then kind of mess up your plan with your... As long as when you squint, it looks kind of like a very, very even progression. I can kind of see when I squint that I see a very big change here. So then I know I need to blend this part a little bit better. I think once that's dry, I have to change my water and then I'm going to use like a pure white right up here. Okay, so now we can do the black. Okay, so this side you're going to do pure black. And then we're going to blend the black into the red. But here's the thing, like if you blended the red into the black, that black is going to basically take over all of the red, right? Because the red is transparent, there's really no lightening agent with the black. So we may have to add a little bit of white to it. But let's see how it does just the pure color. So right now I'm just blending that black directly into the red. I think I just, now that it's dry, I just want to blend it just a tiny bit on this side. Every single color on the color wheel is going to have a different value. If I made this little grayscale out of paper, but you can see, for example, yellow is closer to white, right? Reds and oranges are closer to grays. And then like as you get darker, right, like these two colors are kind of here, and then everything below this is like closer to black, right? If you look at the intensity of that purple, it's pretty dark, right? If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an upload. If you'd like to support the channel and the creation of free arts education, become a member on Patreon for behind-the-scenes perks and online classes at Wing Canvas. Join our Art Nerd community with the links down below. Here are some other videos you can check out next.